Soybean chunks, or textured vegetable protein, have become one of the most popular and affordable protein sources in Zimbabwe. From dinner tables in Harare, Bulawayo and Mutare to school feeding programs and supermarkets, chunks are everywhere. But have you ever wondered how tons of soybeans are transformed into these chewy, protein-rich chunks? Today, we take you inside the fascinating process of soybean chunk production in Zimbabwe. Soybeans are one of Zimbabwe's most valuable crops. They are rich in protein and oil and serve as the raw material for cooking oil, animal feed, and yes, chunks. With a growing demand for affordable protein, soybean chunks are feeding millions of Zimbabweans every single day. This has created a strong processing industry where tons of soybeans move from farm to factory. The journey begins with farmers delivering tons of soybeans to processing plants. Here, the beans are first inspected for quality, checking for moisture levels, foreign matter, and damage. Only clean, dry soybeans make it into the system because quality at this stage determines the final product. Soybeans then go through a cleaning process. Machines remove stones, dust, and any foreign object. Next, they are dehulled, which means removing the outer skin of the bean. This improves texture and protein concentration in the final product. After cleaning, the beans are taken to oil extraction units. Soybeans contain about 18 to 20% oil. This oil is extracted either through mechanical process or solvent extraction. What remains is a dry, defatted soy cake, and this is the foundation of chunks. By removing oil, processors concentrate the protein, making chunks a healthy and nutritious food. The soy cake is then ground into fine flour and has almost no fat. It's now ready for the heart of the process, extrusion. This is where the magic happens. The flour is fed into an extruder machine. Here, under high pressure and temperature, the flour is cooked and shaped. Steam expands the mixture, giving chunks their chewy, sponge-like texture. Different extruder settings produce different types of chunks. Large chunks for stew, small granules for mince-style meals, medium cuts for everyday cooking. The extruder is the powerhouse of chunk production, transforming simple flour into a high-protein meat alternative. Freshly extruded chunks are hot and moist. They are sent through dryers to remove excess moisture. Proper drying is critical. Too much moisture leads to spoilage, while too little can make chunks brittle. Once cooled, the chunks are ready for the next stage. The dried chunks are then weighed, packed, and sealed in branded bags. In Zimbabwe, you'll see packets of Nutri-Active Soymax or generic brands in supermarkets, wholesalers, and tuck shops. Packaging sizes range from 50-gram sachets for households to 5 or 10 kg bulk packs for schools and institutions. From the factory, tons of chunks are distributed across Zimbabwe, from city supermarkets to small rural tuck shops. Because they are affordable, long-lasting, and packed with protein, chunks are one of the most widely consumed foods in Zimbabwe. The benefits of chunk production are clear: affordable protein for families, employment for thousands in farming and processing, reduced reliance on expensive meat. But the industry faces challenges too. Zimbabwe still imports some soybeans when local supply is low. Power shortages often disrupt factory operations, and raising input costs make production expensive. And that's how tons of soybeans are transformed into the chunks that feed millions of Zimbabweans every day. From the farm to the factory, and finally to your dinner table, the journey of soybeans shows the power of local agriculture and industry. Next time you enjoy chunks with sadza, remember the incredible process behind it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more behind the scenes stories of Zimbabwe's industries. Have you ever wondered how cooking oil is made? That golden liquid you use in your kitchen doesn't just magically appear in bottles. It begins its journey from tiny seed planted in the soil. In today's video, we take you behind the scenes from the farm to the factory to show you exactly how cooking oil is made from soyabeans. Stay tuned. It all starts on the farm. Soyabeans, also called soybeans, are grown in many parts of Zimbabwe, particularly in areas like Mashonaland Central and parts of Midlands, where the soil and climate support high yields. Step 1 is land preparation. Farmers prepare the land between October and November, just before the rainy season. This includes plowing, disking, and ridging to create a fine seedbed. Step 2 is planting. Soyabeans are planted using a planter or by hand. The seeds are spaced in rows with about 2 to 3 seeds per planting station and covered lightly with soil. Three, crop management. Throughout the growing season, which lasts about 3 to 4 months, farmers manage weeds, pests, and diseases. Herbicides and pesticides may be used for better yields, and some farmers apply foliar feeds for better yields. Then step 4 is harvesting. When the pods turn brown and the leaves drop, usually around March to April, the soyabeans are ready for harvest. Farmers use combine harvesters or manual methods to collect the beans. After harvesting, the beans are cleaned, sorted, and dried to reduce moisture below 13%. They are then transported to oil processing plants, often in bulk trucks or sacks. Proper storage is essential to prevent spoilage and maintain quality. At the factory, the soyabeans undergo a thorough cleaning process. Foreign materials like stones, sticks, and dust are removed using vibrating screens and air blowers. Next, the beans are dehulled. The outer shell or hull of the bean is removed to access the inner kernel, which contains most of the oil. This is done mechanically, and the hulls are often used in animal feed. The cleaned and dehulled beans are then cooked using steam. This helps soften the beans and prepares them for oil extraction. After cooking, they are passed through flaking rollers, which press the beans into thin flakes. Flaking increases the surface area for oil extraction. Now comes the heart of the process, oil extraction. There are two main methods for doing this. One is mechanical pressing. The flakes are fed into a screw press or expeller, which uses mechanical pressure to squeeze out the oil. This is common in small to medium scale plants. 2. Solvent extraction. This is used by large scale plants. For higher efficiency, the flakes are treated with a solvent, usually Extrusion. The solvent dissolves in the oil, and then the mixture is heated to separate the oil from the solvent. Solvent extraction is done in controlled environments with strict safety protocols. After extraction, we are left with two products, crude soya oil and soya meal. which is a high protein byproduct used in livestock feed. The crude oil is not yet ready for cooking. It must be refined to remove impurities. And there are steps for doing this. Step 1 is degumming. Water or acid is added to remove phospholipids and gums. Step 2, neutralization. Caustic soda is added to remove free fatty acids. Step 3 is bleaching. Clay is added to remove color pigments and other impurities. Step 4, deodorization. The oil is heated under vacuum to remove any odors or taste. After refining, the oil is clear, light in color, and odorless, perfect for your kitchen. Finally, the oil is cooled, filtered, and sent to the packaging section. It's bottled in different sizes: 500 ml, 2 liters, 5 liters, and even 20 liters containers. Labels are added and bottles are sealed and boxed for distribution to supermarkets, shops, and wholesalers across the country. And there you have it, from tiny soya seeds planted in the field to the golden cooking oil in your kitchen. It's a journey that involves science, machinery, and the hard work of farmers and factory workers alike. If you found this video informative, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. If you have any questions about food processing in Zimbabwe, let us know. We might cover it in our next episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.